watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that is incomplete. A strong safety, Barry Church, all over that one and knocked it away. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Completes it to Aguilar. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Here's Foles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick, and his guys will set up shop at midfield. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football. Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. And out now come the Eagles. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They give him a gain of 37. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Foles. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they have possession, and they have it at the third. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when and told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Hank's almost going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted, like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Eagles add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield.
Now a play fake here on first down. Hurts over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The completion good for only 6. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Nick Foles gearing up again here to go on offense. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all, and that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen.
He's got him in, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go play action here on first down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop the throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made...
Thicker the pie, thicker the bag. Meet him a buying, a lease and no beamer. I'm buying no gun, I'm driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way been made it. The is mad. Hitting them baggins, I'm all in my bag. I ain't holding around. Just a little murder. Now the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for it out. She don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger, watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation, we was on roll like tires. Where we gon' laugh? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, my. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of them all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow Joe, kill mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6 Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snicker bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. Y'all in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's to the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah.
Can Zeke deke again? Well, it's the coach. This is the 2018 season, and you've got it tuned to ep4 Sports. Coming up, Ezekiel Elliott, fresh off 100 yards a week ago. Coming up, we'll see the visiting Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden, and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they come in feeling... On play action, they'll throw. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught at the 20. A huge play there right off the bat. 61 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. Past the 10 to the 11. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. In a heavy trap. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away.
Let's go, guys.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's a handoff to Sproles to start the drive. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw, and incomplete on the deep ball.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Foles. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, you can just see this one coming, couldn't you? It's an obvious passing situation.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Here's Foles. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Back to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Foles now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out, and the Cowboys have recovered. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it at the 15. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Foles. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. In for the score. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. The way this one... Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because that's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They're going to look to throw. He finds his tight end. Got it. That's complete. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Back to throw now on first down. Completes it to Aguilar. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every...
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. That's taken on the 25. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. Nick Foles gearing up again here to go on offense. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to throw here. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance. Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They give him 14 yards then. Now back to throw. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz is... Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll set up a throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Let's go. Hey, Silver, Silver, Silver. Go, go. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they... Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do When we have the opportunity, they've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. A gain of 39 that time. First down now, but that clock rolling. He's back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw the final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for...
Look, I defeated my fears, soaked the towel in my tears. So ahead of my time, what comes next are all my oldest ideas. I'm wiser than my check y'all in y'all beard. I'm willing to father my peers, all of my peers for all of my years. Out in the field, take a look at my shoes. Never had a thought that it might lose. Considering the cost, had to give them my dues. Never got to talk to it like you. I've been feeling like a kid for months. We eat all the rich cuisine for lunch. All these wishing he was done. Oh, you tried it, that's a piece of gum. Now, look at me, I'm the captain now. I'm recruiting this year. I be praying for y'all when I'm praying for y'all. Like a line of views in this deer. I hate to do it with no plans. Now I usually get near. Oh, I ex her man. Cause I'm the mutant in here. We look good, just show us with the camera. Years ago, I had to up my standards. Make your missus Alabama. Turn it to my only private. Swear like she don't got the answers. Who's the boss? I feel like Tony Danza. Walk up in there like I got the swag. What kind of swagger? I'm the blackest panther. Wakanda. Y'all are wasting your time. I spend it, but I ain't wasting a dime. Might do some favors, but I ain't breaking my spine. Your girl has been calling for days. I get in all different ways. That New Orleans parades. Yeah, we like, none of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation. Y'all all with it and y'all talk a lot, but y'all ain't got the heart to do the mission. I'm hard-headed like the juggernaut, but there ain't nothing I can do to listen. I'm authentic and I walk around like I just ate, but let you do the dishes. I'm Clark Kent, but mix the Autobots and mixed with everything that you've been missing. Please get back and don't get that involved. Freaking sick, I need a pad of walls. I'm the king, heavy crown, heavy rain, cat and dogs. Homie with me if you're asking for it. There ain't much that he be asking for. He just wanna have a paddock on with a watch face with little dragon balls. Look, you don't need me either. All I need is this. No coca ice, and I get oh so polite.
This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down.
Let's go, guys.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
This man was a Saint for 3 years. It's Darren Sproles. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Again, they'll run it. Again, it's Sproles. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They go play action here on 1st down. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. There defensively to break that one up, Ken Crawley.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Part of the reason they're here, no doubt, was his big performance in the NFC title game, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Cameron Jordan in there to sack him. And that is 10 for him now on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only... Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A first catch for Jeffrey. Good enough for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Hey, silent one.
Foles. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. He got 29 yards that time. And they better put that ball to the side because with that catch, he's a new single-season receiving yards record holder.
What a fantastic year. And we saw it start early, didn't we, partner? Right out of the gate, We knew he was going to have a tremendous year, but who knew it would culminate in breaking this all-time record.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll look to throw here. And this is caught at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Foles. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Looking to throw. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a time. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say, we'll see what happens. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. So it's halftime here. He'll drop to throw. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to the defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Foles. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Craig Robertson coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal.
One.
They'll set up to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. In for the score. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Let's go, guys.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Ertz over the middle. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Now back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Demario Davis. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now with third down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is picked up by the Saints. And now hang on here. The door, can you hear it? It's a little open. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows. You said they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side.
Maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. Good for an Eagles first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They go play action here on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. As his guys are...
Cover 5-3! Cover 5-3!
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about.
Pass interference. Defense.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Back to throw now on first down. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, Incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But that was certainly an aggressive call.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. In for the score. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Eagles, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. I'll be heading to the hotel. Charles, he's off to Bourbon Street.
No, I'm not.
Yes, we say so long from New Orleans.